What's up? Got this Monikala. Isn't that what that's what it looks like anyways. Monikala. So what this has been recommended to me by a couple of people. This is an Amazon knife. And it's very budget minded. But it's got raw titanium scales and 14C28 and steel. And so a couple of y'all have jumped up and says, hey, this thing's legit. You should check it out. So, man, that's what we're doing. We're going to check it in first, and then we'll check it out. All right. Ready? Okay. Woo. That detent's rough. Pretty sure I can improve that. See how much lockup there is. Just shy of 50%. I think we can make that better. It does have a steel insert. But man, that detent is stunningly rough. Let's see if I can thumb. Yeah, barely. I think it's on bearings. I think it is. It's hard not to get onto that lock bar. Oh man, there's no way I can spidey flick this. Yeah. You know what? I mean, it's running so hard. Let's just get in it. See if we can't improve that action a little bit. I mean, the fit and finish is pretty solid. Ooh, Loctite, Loctite, Loctite. Yeah, buddy. Stiff, man. Stiff. Stifler's mom. Okay. I would really like to reverse this and come at it the other way. It's kind of backwards. Having to press everything down onto that detent. There we go. I mean, it's got a little washer in there. Thin to win, but it's stiff. It's got a track for the stop pin. It's actually oiled pretty well. And it looks to be in the appropriate places. Yeah. I mean, let's give it a quick wipe down. And I am going to try to impact that detent before we put it back together. But yeah, I mean, all in all, looking at all this, it looked like it was... I mean, it looked like I had run through it. Looked pretty legit. It's got an over travel stop protection built into that metal insert. I mean, for a budget piece, it's got all the right little components going. For sure it does. Yeah, that's pressed in there nice and firm. There it comes. Ta-da! All right. Well, let me wipe that oil out of there first. Okay. Let's get our bearings. Get a reference point. I mean, okay. Yeah, that changed it. I'm going to go a little bit. I'm not going to do a lot. I'm going to go a little bit. And then if I have to, we'll do it again. That seems like the better plan. Do a little bit and then do it more than once if necessary. I mean, good hardware. We'll get a look at these bearings here in a second. The washers are pretty thin. But as long as they're stippler. It's a lower end bearing. These are not high grade bearings. But again, if they'll run, there was some kind of really thick oil on here, so I'm gonna take just a second and try to get as much of that off of there as I can. You know, the oil I use is a little lighter weight gun oil, and I find it to work really well. I'm sure there's others that'll work too, but I mean, can I transfer all this and come in from the other side? Will that work? I mean, I can capture that there. That don't make no difference. It's interesting how the stop pin is on the bottom. There we go. Normally the stop pin will be at the top, you know what I mean? That was easy. This one, not so much. Nope, I'm gonna have to get a hold of that one. And this one's combined with the pocket clip. But I was able to get it free. Sweet. I'm gonna leave that screw with the pocket clip, and I'm gonna take one of these to put this one in from the other side. I mean, did I need to reverse all this? No, but it's so much easier to assemble and disassemble a knife when you're working from the bottom up with all the components. I gotta grip this one with a rag and some pliers and see if I can get that screw loose. Just don't want to mar it up, you know. This should be good. I say that, but that didn't hold it. Let's go with one layer. Did I grab the wrong one? No, I'm on the right one. All right, gotcha. Being difficult and all that, man. Come on. It's unnecessary. Because in the end, I will prevail. You will be assimilated, buddy. Man, I'm all kinds of full of movie references tonight. I say tonight, but you're probably watching this in the morning. Maybe more aware of my YouTube world. Yeah, got all kinds of references this morning. Did you buy it? No. All right. Is there a shiny side to these? There is, but they didn't use it. But I'm going to use it. Okay. A little bearing. Little lubrication. I mean, that feels like $1 million right there. Woo! Feels wonderful. And then I'm going to put just a drop where that detent ball runs. Let me find the shiny side of this one. Yeah, the shiny side on this one was used, but not on that other one. Okay. See, now I should be able to just press everything down on here and put some screws in. Yep. Kind of like I thought it would work. So much easier than trying to press that everything down on top of this lock bar and the detent. I mean, it looks like the lockup has been dramatically changed. So we might be right back in this knife. I'm just going to kind of snug everything. I'll do a final tightening once everything's running right. And I'm ready to do a final button up on the knife. I mean, all this hardware is solid. Nice stuff. Oh, wow, that detent, man. I mean, it is locked up tight. So the back flipper seems to be like the go-to. That detent is really nice. I wonder if I can fail it. Yep. I mean, it's kind of Hinderesque, right? It's got a kind of Hinderer profile. So that lock is way better. I mean, now with this backflip, it's really starting to run now. Getting it broke in. Yeah, so we were almost 50%. Now I'm going to say we're 25 or 30%. Still locked up. Yeah, good shape. Yeah, I mean, it's starting to run pretty darn good. Well, of course, what we got to do now is we got to test it. We got to test that lock. I don't think I need these anymore. Hopefully I will not, because the only way I'll need it is because the lock's not running right. All right. I wonder if I can Spidey flick it now. I mean, it's running pretty good. Yeah. Changed everything. I mean, basically, I was locked out of the knife. Yeah, it's running pretty good now. Okay, well, let's talk about that action. Well, no, hold on. Yeah, it's all good. Solid as a rock. I do have some screws that I need to tighten up, now that I'm thinking about it, though. Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Action. I mean, definitely good solid B action. The blade centered. I can definitely thumb flick it now with the thumb stud. Can Spidey flick it. And then this back flipper, money. It's got good jimping on it, pretty crisp, and it's just higher than the pivot. Nice angle, so yeah, runs really well. Ergonomics. I mean, it's kind of a hinderer knife, man, no doubt about it. I mean, everything just lands in here well. I do feel this pocket clip. I mean, the profile of it is just straight up in the air. Not straight up, but, you know, I do feel that. But it's low enough that it's not wearing me out. I just notice it there. All 4 fingers are locked in. This front one's got a great finger guard. Got not so confident, not so confident, and very confident. This will go right up to the top of the scale. Extremely locked in, this grip, and this jimping on the top. I mean, look at the side profile. That is combat jimping right there. That is locked in, man. You snatch this knife with a glove. Woo! Powerful grip. Very nice, comfy grip. Solid. I mentioned the pocket clip. Let's check it. I'm going to assume it's going to run pretty good just by looking at it, but I mean, sometimes you just never know. Yeah, it's over the thick stuff, and so the pocket clip itself is recessed, but the screws got little heads poking up there. And so it's catching them, and it's catching on a whole bunch of stuff all the way back. Here for sure. Now that's on the thick stuff. If I pull out on the pants, it runs just fine. If I pull out on the pants. But yeah, man, is that grippy. How about on the thinner stuff? Yeah, money. And that's a dryer clip, man. That thing's holding on so well. That thing's gonna, if I threw it in the dryer, this knife would be right where I left it when I took them out. Yeah, very tight. Excellent clip. What about safety on this knife? Yeah, no contacting the blade through the back. No contacting that tip, albeit it's close, man. But yeah, you can't get that tip. So the tip's good, the clip's good, and then I'm confident to put this in my pocket and not accidentally run into a sharp blade somewhere. So yeah, good to go there. I wonder if it's sharp. It's a hollow ground blade. I can tell by looking at it. And yeah, that thing's pretty sharp, but let's hit it. Let's hit it. A little quick couple of passes here. Man, one of y'all commented a while back on a video I did where I stropped a knife and said that I'm doing it wrong or something. I don't know. I didn't quite understand it. It's almost like it was being translated coming in. Like maybe it was coming from a foreign, non-English speaking entity and was translated into English because it was kind of didn't make sense. But I think the gist of it is that I wasn't stropping properly, and if I practiced a lot, I could get it right. Okay. I mean, I'll just keep practicing, man. Maybe I'll get it right. Let's see what I did here. See if I made it better or worse. I mean, I almost think I gotta run that on a piece of wood, like so. Let's see. You know, sometimes after strop, if I'll run it on this rougher leather, put a little more pressure in it. I mean, I typically don't have to do that with 14C. Usually when I have to do that, it's with a little lower end steel. One more time. All right, let's see what we got. Last run either way. Yeah, there it is. There you are. Nice. Okay. So, I mean, hey, listen, I had to strop it a little bit, but I mean, honestly, the knife was sharp. I'm just looking for that next level kind of thing. You know, it doesn't got to be 1,000,000% or custom sharpened level, but I do want it to be out there a little bit. You know what I mean? So, yeah. Action's way improved. It's got great lockup, good ergonomics, price and availability. Okay. MONIKALA. Or MONIKALA. It's got a little light knife and makes the K. MK knives, I guess. 14C28N, hollow ground, titanium, scales, 14C blade, frame lock, metal insert. Pretty decent action. I mean, combat jimping, hinder level grip, all for the wonderful low price of $35. It's an Amazon purchase. I'll put the link below, but it's $39, and right now it's got $4 off. It's got 10% off. So yeah, it's $35. Check it out.